Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody today? It's bloody warm. We've definitely got the sunshine today. Um, I hope I don't get sunstroke. I need a hat. uh, oh, oh, bloody hell. No wonder I'm hot. See, my heated seats are on. So, how is everybody? It's a late morning chit chat this morning. I didn't get out of bed till 9:30. Morning, Ian. How are you, my lovely? Morning, Mr. Mason. How are you, Dave? Morning, Doug and Wonky Man. Wonky Man's not here. Wonky Man has left me in the car. Good morning, Anne. He's gone for his beard trimming. Um, I said I'll wait in car. Because we're a bit late getting into Chesterfield because somebody didn't get out of bed in time. We didn't go to bed. I didn't get to bed well 3 o'clock. Morning, Michelle, my beauts. Morning, Angela. We didn't go to sleep. We come off live last night and then we ended up talking, and it was gone through. It was about 3 o'clock, I think, 5 to 3 that we like shut down chat afterwards. So morning, Joyce. How are you, beauts? It were a good night last night, and I enjoyed last night. I think once we all got into it and we all started talking about all the different topics Yo-Yo had picked, I think it was really, really interesting. I really enjoyed it last night. Let me take my cardigan off. Bleeding hell. Bleeding hell. Camper's going to be a bit movie today because I'm holding it in my hand and my hand starts shaking after a bit. Oh, glad you're well, Joyce. Glad you're well. So last night's live. Really enjoyed last night's live. I think Ange may be joining us for coming on for Ladies' Night. Ange made a comment that she'd like to pop on. So Ange is Claire's best friend, or a very close friend. I don't know whether we have best friends really when we're our ages, do we? But she's a really, really good friend of Claire's. Morning, Joe. Missed you last night, you know. Missed you last night. Tom Hardy were being mentioned. And I said, oh, where's Joe for Tom? But no, really good and really enjoyed it. Morning, Julie. How are you, sweets? I've popped on this morning just for, like I said, morning chit chat. I can't believe this weather. I cannot believe this weather. Yeah, Joe. Tom Hardy joined us. Oh, bless you, sweets. So I'm in Chesterfield now. But like I said, we didn't come off phone while 3 o'clock. We didn't come off talking till about 2:45, I think it was. And I was like, I've got to go to bed. I've got to be up in a couple of hours. And then I sort of like went to bed. I woke up about 6:30 and I thought, shall I get up? And I thought, I can't, I'm knackered. So I went back to sleep, and it was about 9:15, I think, I come downstairs for. So it's like being one mega rush job getting ready, because it's Chessie Day on a Thursday. It's flea market. So if anybody likes a flea market, a good market, then you need to come to Chesterfield on a Thursday. It's a really good market actually, and because it's flea market, it's jam packed. Oh, my arm's aching. It's a jam packed market. So we're going to go for coffee today. You can see Big Red looking back now. Got my Big Red ready. To be honest, I wanted to walk today. Sorry, keep missing lies. This number. Oh, bless you, sweets. What they got you on, Michelle? But you get a crystal. If I find a crystal, Dave, do you know that's one thing you don't see many of is the crystals. Even say it's a flea market, you're very lucky if you can, if anybody's got crystals. But if they have got them, especially, I mean, there's a couple of crystal stalls, but again, you're looking, they're expensive. But if you can get a bit on flea market side, if you can get some crystals on there, sometimes they do them at a really good price. It's good to I saw one other week and I forgot which one it were, but it was in like shape of a fish, and I would have got it, but it was that it was that scratched and dropped and bits. Yeah, I didn't like it, but that would have been. It would have been. I mean, it would have been worth more than what they were selling it for. I'm a triple eight. I could. Yeah, I could. I have to be. When I had that, they put me on it, and you know, it did help. It was really good. But then after about 3 weeks taking it, it actually caused a mood swing. But my mood dipped, and John said for me, I was very low. So I had to come off it. Otherwise, I'd have still been on amitriptyline because it was really good. So yeah, yeah, I went to Daughters. Were it yesterday morning or day before? I don't know, but I went to Daughters, and as I was coming out of Daughters, I think it was Tuesday. I went to Daughters, and as I was coming out of their back door, morning Irene, I went over on my ankle. Well, it's the ankle that I shattered. And every time I'm putting pressure on it now, I can feel it feels like my bone's going to snap. So I was going to walk round a little bit Chesterfield, but I'm gonna have to stay. I'm gonna have to keep on my scooter. So I'm not going to do any walking today. So I'm a bit pissed off with myself for that. But I don't want to do any more damage. It's for pain relief, but not done much yet. It helped on for pain relief for me, but then again, it was at the beginning of the pain. How can I say? Not beginning at pain, but you know when I weren't as bad as what I am now. Then it's yeah. I don't know whether it'd work now, but when I had it about 4 years. Morning, Anna. How are you, my sweets? Good night last night. Good night. Good at doctors, don't be stupid. The thing is, Dave, if I go at doctors, there's nothing they can do for it because it's an old injury. I had metal plates and pins in the ankle, and obviously they've all been removed, but the ankle itself is very weak, and it just keeps going on me. So it's gone on me now for 3 days running. So I've got to be really careful because I think it feels like the bone could give way. But yeah, if it gets worse, I would go, but there's nothing they can do, Dave. They just tell me to rest it. So that's all I'm doing. So yeah, so like I said, we're in Chesterfield today. So if anybody is popping in or around Chesterfield, let me know and I'll tell you where you can come and see us. Or just look for me on Big Red. There's Big Red. So you can't miss the scooter, and you'll definitely not miss me. How do you freaking grade, if you ask me? Don't put yourself down, but you can do what you want. Give yourself a break. I don't get you freaking, if you ask me. Don't put yourself down. Morning, Claire. How are you this morning? I'm quite tired. Frozen peas. Yes, it would be frozen peas. We'll be coming again soon. I know you will, Michelle. I know. I know it's health problems and everything. So don't you worry. Watching but unable to comment. I hope everyone has an awesome day. Awesome, awesome. I forgot who said that. He passed away. Actually, it was a gentleman on YouTube. I said you do great, and oh, thank you, Joe. There were a bloke, weren't they? On I forgot what you call him now. I used to watch him sometimes. He were on YouTube, and that was saying awesome, awesome. And I thought, I right like that. He's awesome, awesome. So if I do say that, morning, Lewis. How are you this morning? What you can't do, don't do. What you can do, do. Hey, Joe. I like that. What you can't do, you don't do. What you can do, you do do. I do. But yeah, so yeah, we're in Chesterfield today. So yeah, we'll be going to his little coffee shop in the Shambles for his morning coffee. And then John will be going off to his football, and I will be sauntering round. I think Yo-Yo and Rob's coming. Well, I don't think, I know. Well, unless they've changed their mind. Yo-Yo and Rob are coming into Chesterfield. So yeah, so we'll all be sauntering around together. A great day. It was nice chatting with the ladies. Oh, I love Wednesday nights, Anna. Wednesday night, it's just like you said, it's a ladies' night, it's a ladies' chat night. We do talk about some shite, but then we also have different topics that we sort of like. We just give it like what we think of it, and get everybody involved because, like you said, we all have different opinions on things. But I think it's really good how we do it because nobody nobody feels set upon, nobody feels everybody's welcome, do you know? So I really enjoy it. He ain't playing this afternoon. He'll be playing. Yeah, they do like I don't know if it'll be football this afternoon, but they definitely do some kind of exercise. Feel rough. Me got pissed last night. They said stop stirring that wooden spoon. No, but I don't. Do you know what? You played really well, and good on you, Lewis. And you enjoyed that celebration. You enjoyed that celebration. You've just got to win next one now, aren't you? And then even if you win or draw, Lewis, are you top at league anyway? Does it matter whether it's a win or a draw? Because I don't know whether there's just like few points in it, isn't it? It is a lovely community of people in Itlands. It really is. John should do a guys' night. Tell him, Dave. Tell him. Tell him he should do a guys' night. I'd pick Wednesday night for a ladies' chat night. So you have to get John doing a guys' night. Oh dear. Can you imagine? I wonder what men would talk about. I bet some of stuff. They're not going to be more interesting than us ladies. They can't be. They can't be. They're sticking out here. What's that piece here? Look at that. Good, yeah. Oh, sun's going in. I hope it's not forecast rain. So yeah, but no, it is. I love the community that we're building up. I think it's. I love it. I love talking to everybody. I think it's brilliant. Football, yes, football. So yeah, so tonight I am going for healing tonight because it's Thursday night. So we do go for healing. I want to go on members though and do something on members. I fell asleep yesterday afternoon. I don't know what time we get back. Depending what time we get back on today, I'll see. Hey, Susie. I'll see how what time I can, if I can go live on members. I really need to go live and do something on members this afternoon. But tonight, about 10:30, 11, I will be doing Tara's. I know it's a bit late, but by the time we've got to go to by the time we go to healing and we come back, I may be able to bring it forward to 10 o'clock, but I've had to do it for 10:30. So yeah, if you're joining us tonight, it is Tara's. It restores faith in humans. It really does, doesn't it, Anna? It really does. Not everything's drama and pulling people down and stuff, like you see. So yeah, it does. Okay, if we win at Wrexham, we're champions. If we draw, we go to Torquay. Should meet up sometime. Definitely, Louise. Definitely, we'll have to meet up. Just let us know, and I'll let you know whether if we're heading down towards your way as well. It'd be lovely to meet up with you. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. Also, the awareness what John's going to be sorting out in members next week. That's going to start tomorrow. What day is it? What day is Friday, isn't it, tomorrow? What have I got Friday? Oh, John's at hospital in the morning. So he's got his appointment at 10:30. So I'm hoping we're going to get some news. But to be fair, we'll have a lovely day. Stay safe. No problems. You have a good day too, Lewis. He took his plastic leg off. Plastic leg cover. Quick puffs break. Bless you, Gemma. I hope you're having a good day, my lovely. It's Friday all day tomorrow, Lindsay. So yeah, so they're going to take John's plastic cast thing off his leg. His space boots. That's it, a space boot. But he took it off the other day, and his foot is still really swollen. But he's the leg's gone down in the swelling where it was last time. It's very interesting. Can you tell me more on which one, Susie, my lovely? Yeah, so but underneath his foot, it's that swollen that his toes aren't touching the floor. And it's still like that after 4 weeks of being in this cast. And all his ankle and foot is the bruising's gone and all the thing, but the swelling's still there. So I think they may put him back in a pot. because he's weight bearing on it too much. He's not resting. He thinks because he's got this moon boot on that he can continue walking, and he don't feel like he has to rest up. And I nag like you do. And I'll be like, you need to sit down. You need to do this. You can't be on your feet all day, every day. And he is on his feet all day, every day. And I'm like, you've got to sit down. He's like, oh, well, I will in a bit. And then, so in a way, up the point, but I don't know whether they may have to operate because of the swelling. So I will let everybody know tomorrow on what's happening, but I'll probably go live from in car again at the hospital because I'm going to go to hospital with him. Oh, thanks, Anna, my lovely. So yeah, I'm a day behind. Bank holiday throws me. I hate bank holiday Monday. I love them really, but I hate them because on Monday I thought it was Saturday. So it's sort of like cocked my week up right good and proper this week. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. So that's tomorrow. Practicing mediumship. I'm going to do that. Can't really do that. So I could do it this afternoon, I suppose. I could go on and do some practicing mediumship. Exactly what you do is spiritual. I'll be honest, but thank you, Susie. Well, to be honest, I mean, we started exploring the afterlife as paranormal. We were going out five nights a week, 6 at sometimes, and doing paranormal investigations. And then we sort of like, with lockdown and everything, it sort of like obviously put a barrier up for everybody, didn't it, on what you could do. Afternoon, Tracy. We sort of like started looking into different things. So take care, Michelle, my love. So we then started obviously having to bring different things onto the channel because of that. And then about 16 weeks ago, Yolanda, who comes into chat and sometimes comes out on investigation with us also, she mentioned about the spiritual church that they'd been to and they'd just gone to check it out. So we sort of like added herself onto it, said, oh, welcome, we are. So we've done spiritual churches before, so you've got that spiritual awareness about you. We've sort of like got back into it. John's done some courses and everything else. Morning, Jules. Morning, John. I hope you're well, my lovely. I'll let everybody know about John, how he gets on. And then we were looking into it, and through lockdown, we got in more. I think everybody got into more of a spiritual connection. Mother Earth started coming back out, and you start like, I don't know, you just start seeing the world differently from how it was. So it's sort of like it started bringing that spirituality back into your life a little bit better. And then obviously going back to church and doing these workshops with church and awareness courses, and it was just like a refresher course, and it was brilliant. So we thought not everybody can get to a spiritualist church, or some people, whether they can go and they fear it. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't like being around other people, do they? Yeah, it was like the awakening, Joe. So me and John were talking, and John said it's something that he'd like to do online. He said it early. I think he actually mentioned it when we were in lockdown about doing like a spiritual awareness, like workshops and things to help people. But we never actually got round to doing it. Because other things just took in. So the spiritual awareness, I think it's just going to be our version of it. That's all. But that's obviously, it's going to be in members to start. Everything starts in members, but then we start bringing things through. Same but different on main, on where we're live now on main page. But I'm really looking forward to it because he's going to do his own meditations. He's going to put the music to meditation. So I'm sure that in group, as long as it's not a copyrighted music, it can be played on Facebook. So we're going to look into that. So he's going to be starting that next week. And then the practicing mediumship is, I've explained it before. I work with tarots, and I've worked with tarots for many years. And I think when you're working on a level where you can communicate with spirit, for me, the taras were sort of like my aids, my tools, sort of thing. Well, if you take somebody's tools away from them, they can still do the job, but it has to be done differently. And I'm in the process now of learning to work with spirit without having to use my tarot cards. But I am finding it's not an easy transformation. Not a transformation. It's not an easy thing to do when you're that used to. I'm that used to looking at a card and letting spirit guide me to where I need to go on the card. That when I haven't got that card, sometimes I don't feel like I haven't got that connection that I have with card, but I have. But I just can't. It's like homing in on that now. So it's like it's like it's just like starting new. So I do what's called practicing mediumship, and again, it is in members. But the reason I do that in members is because I have seen so many people in different groups, different pages, when they start doing something online, especially when it's done on the main, you get idiots coming in and upsetting the apple cart, or they'll come in and they'll put, this is shit, this is a load of crap, this is this and this. And I think when you're starting to change things, it can knock people's confidence. And I don't want anybody to feel that they can't put something in chat because they're scared of what somebody's going to come back, a backlash for putting something that they can see, do, feel, and everything else. So so I thought if I do it in members, it's a safe area because everybody in there wants to be in there. So yeah, do I join to see? Yeah, Susie, if you want to join members, there's a supporters button or subscriptions. I think it's supporters. If you click that, it's only £2.79 a month, so it's not an extravagant. It's not we always say it's like price or a latte. It's price or a latte, or price or a coffee, should you say. So yeah, and we do everything in there. So some things we do in there, like I said, we do bring it onto the main page. But yeah, a bit like meditation, you nearly really need to lose yourself in it. You do, I know, you do. And to be honest, it's like we were saying last night, and I think Claire said it herself. I don't know whether she said it when we were live, or whether we chat afterwards, but I'm sure she was live. And Claire said she's meditated for years, but she's never fully gone into a meditation state. And last night, the first night, because it was the beginning class, like it was the start up again of the beginners awareness session. And I mean, it's always good to refresh. If you get a chance, go back to them. And Claire said it was the first time she knows what a meditation is now, how it feels to go into that different state of mind to meditate. And it really is. It's like we were like that thing last night when we were saying about healing, how we can heal as bodies. You sort of like have to go into your higher self, or I feel you need to go into the higher self to really start healing your body. On a normal meditation, when you're listening and you're listening to sounds, I mean, you're still aware of everything around you, but on a normal meditation, you are meditating, your body's relaxed, you're listening to what's being said, and you are sort of like you are in a meditative state. But I believe that there's different states of meditation, and when you've gone into that deep meditation, it's like a light bulb moment for your body, because your entire body feels totally different. It's like really surreal, I think, first time you do it, because it's like, wow, have I just experienced what I've experienced? So yeah, it's really good. Best £2.79 per month I've ever spent. Oh, bless you, Jules. But yeah, I mean, like I say, and we do cover a lot of topics. We are wanting to go back out and investigate. Obviously John's leg at the moment, I mean, it's quite now weather's quite nice. So if it stays dry, then it's not too bad. But if we get a bit of rain, he can't get that thing wet because they've not given him any spare to put on it. So if it gets wet, the sponge inside gets wet as well, and that's going to be very uncomfortable. So not just that, it could slip if we were out investigating, and I don't want him slipping. He's nearly fell in house today, so fell out bleeding safety gate, child gate. We've got safety gate on for dogs so she don't attack us postman. And yeah, he fell up. Oh, he nearly fell over it. Well, I did fall over it because he's that clumsy. But yeah, but it's all good. So I think it's just for those that are interested in connecting more on a spiritual level, learning mediumship. Join us and do it on the practicing mediumship nights or days that we do. Vehicle shuts off to save energy. Good. Yeah, it's come and join us on that, because that was just absolutely it were brilliant, because I still use colour, so I like scribble with crayons. I call them playing with crayons. I scribble with crayons, and I sort of like see things through in my scribbles that I do. But I work with colour, and I think I've found that niche where I fit in is I work with colour. So but Mandy comes in, and Mandy puts some amazing things in. Mandy even not the last time, but the time before, Mandy brought my I think it was my granddad that she brought through, were it? I can't remember from my granddad or my dad. Oh no, it weren't. It was my auntie. It was my auntie. I think that she brought through for me, and it was just so good. And people can take, if they can't take it either, you don't feel silly for putting it in chat, because you're getting it out, so you're giving it back. You're giving it back to spirit. So you're saying what's been given to you. And if anybody can take it, that's good. But even if they can't take it, you've sort of like passed that information on, so it can allow you to start bringing more information through. That just might be your beginning connection. You just need to get this said. And like you said, somebody might not be able to take the information, but it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter, because we're all safe. Fantastic. I'm going to do this scary, sounding bit be worth it. And thank you so much for made my debut. Oh, you're welcome, Susie, my lovely. You're welcome. So it gives me confidence, because I don't want to start coming online and saying, oh, I'm gonna do some readings, blah 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 blah, and I'm working without my cards. Because again, I'm confident with the tools that I'm working with. Take my tools away, and you sort of like lose that little bit of confidence. No worries, John, my lovely. You take care, sweetie, and we'll see you soon. Have a good day. So yeah, but to me, it's just nice being on that connection, and you learn so much about yourself as well. But they might say months later, oh my gosh, they said that exactly, Susie. That's when it might be. Or it could be that the message for the person, they might not even be in chat at that minute, but you're connecting to the energies from who we've been on page with, who's been in chat. And eventually somebody will put to it and go, oh my God, remember when Susie said, I don't know, Rebecca's coming through. I know Rebecca is now, Susie. And it might be like 2-3 weeks later, but they'll come back to you and say, do you know when you brought that up? I was only talking to my mother or my sister the other day, and she were on about such and such as daughter Rebecca. And it's like, bloody hell, and it all clicks in. So it's that's where the safe place comes from. But it's for me, I think it's just that. I think it's just life changing. I think it's just finding some places. You need that safe space to be able to practice openly, and be able to voice your honest opinions, and not be cold because your opinion's different. So for me, for us, it's definitely, and we've been no different. I mean, we started, I think about 3 years ago we started, and if you go back and watch how we were when we first started to how we are 3 years later, we're exactly the same. We've never done the drama. We've never we just don't do it. We don't stand for nobody being disrespectful in chat either. Because if somebody comes in and they're disrespectful, then they'll get a warning. And the post will get removed, but then they'll also get banned if they're being disrespectful, because you don't have to be disrespectful just because you don't agree with somebody. So for me, respect is, well, not just for me, for John and for everybody else, respect is key. And I think we've all got that in us, haven't we? So yeah. So I'm going to love you and leave you. And I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. Amazing, yeah, safe. There are idiots out there and nobody's asking you to join. Exactly, Susie, exactly. So yeah, so I'm gonna love you and leave you. Everybody have a good day. I'm gonna look like a lobster when we come out of Chesterfield, because I can feel the sun burning into my pale skin that's never seen sunlight for about 3 years. 2 years because at lockdown I never went out. But yeah, respects cost nothing, does it? No, it doesn't, sweets. So yeah, so everybody have a blessed day. If you're popping in and around Chesterfield, come and say hello if you see us, and we shall see you all soon. Jules, I don't know why you don't come for a coffee. We shall see you all later on. So much love to you all. Take care, guys, and see you soon. Bye.